Hello everyone, this is April from my scrapbooking and craft journal. Welcome to another episode of the Wild Card Cartridge. Today we will be cutting the Pinwheel card located on page 51 of your manual. We'll be cutting the card twice in the blackout feature, and the envelope will be cut out in its regular feature. We'll be doing the liner for the card, the liner for the envelope, also the frame for the card and the frame for the envelope, and everything will be cut at 5 inches, and the paper size I used was 8.5 by 11. Right here I have already cut my envelope and pre-scored all of the lines. Also, I have cut out the liner for our envelope and placed that in the center. So this is how it's going to look. So we can go ahead and adhere this down onto the front of our envelope. It's important to have it centered properly. It can get very difficult, but just work with it. And once we have our liner in, we can now go ahead and assemble the rest of our envelope by gluing down the sides and the bottom flap. And there you have it, the envelope is done. Let's move on to our card. Like I had mentioned previously, I have cut out the card twice in the blackout feature. The blackout feature will cut the hole that's underneath the circle, because that's where we will be putting the card liner. Okay, so we can go ahead, take our card and apply our glue all around and place it onto the front of our white cardstock. Now the liner, I wanted to show you how it works. You have to match the hole in the center of the liner to the hole that is on the card, and then you can stick a brad in there, and that's where you can turn it from the side. So what I'm doing is actually marking it with a pencil, because I will be removing the brad and stamping my images. This way I know exactly where to apply it. I'm using the stamp from Martha Stewart, and I'm going to be using the rocket ship and rocking horse and also the little whale. So we can go ahead, ink up our stamp images and centered in the pencil mark and stamp it down. Later on I'll be going and erasing the marks that are all around, because we don't want them to show. That was just for our reference. So when you turn it, that's how it looks. Okay, let's remove that and take our pencil marks out. What I also did was I distressed ink with Tim Holtz shabby shutters all around the circle. I wanted to have a little bit more detail. Now we can add our ribbon. Because this is going to be a card for a newborn baby boy, I want to break up the greens and yellows with a nice vibrant blue. So I'm adding that around our brad, making our little bow and trimming off the ends. We're quite not finished. I do want to stamp a little bit more. This is also from the same stamp set, and it says it's a boy, and I'm going to be adding that with the Versa ink pad blue. You can fold, score, and fold our card. I wanted to add a little bit more detail, so I wanted to use stickles. What is a card without glitter? I love glitter, and I apply glitter on almost every one of my cards. So you can go in there and add wherever you want to, but just make sure, I am making an error. This needs to dry, so when you're turning it, it will smudge. So I would suggest before you go ahead and add your wheel in your card, do everything, make sure it's dry. Okay, finally we have the frame for our card. I glued it down, and the very top of the frame I added a 2-way zig glue and then sprinkled a lot of glitter dust to finish it off. We're not quite done, we still have our envelope to finish off, and this is the frame for the envelope. So what I'm doing is I'm applying glue all around and placing that in the center of our card, and inside could be the name of the baby. And I'm still not finished because I wanted to add a little bit of distressed ink, shabby shutters, because the envelope was too white. I wanted detail, depth, personality. So I went ahead and applied the ink all around. Make sure you start off of your paper. Don't apply the ink right away. Start off and work gently in towards the corners. Okay, we pretty much have finished the card, our envelope, and our card. I hope you enjoyed today's video on the Pinwheel card, and I hope you will join me again for another video. Thank you for watching.